They say silence can hide 1,000 stories. And sometimes, the quietest man in the room is the one whose world is burning the loudest. Fade into a quiet hospital corridor. A night shift light hums softly. A tired yet kind-hearted nurse walks in. Her name is Naomi Carter. Naomi works the night shift at Seoul General Hospital. She's known for her warm smile, her gentle voice, her ability to calm any patient, her compassion, especially toward those others avoid. But tonight, she's assigned a new patient. Room 309. A man brought in unconscious, bruised, covered in cuts. No ID, no name, no visitors. When Naomi enters the room, the man sits silently upright, staring out the window, wrapped in bandages. His eyes are cold, dark, guarded. His presence feels heavy. Good evening. I'm Nurse Naomi. I'll be taking care of you tonight. He doesn't answer. He doesn't even look at her. He simply clenches his fists tighter. Naomi sighs gently and checks his forehead. She whispers, Naomi, you don't have to talk. Just let me help. For the first time, his eyes flicker toward her. Not with anger, but confusion, as if no one has spoken to him kindly in years. To understand his silence, we must go back. The man's name is Choi Min-jae, beloved only son of the most powerful mafia leader in Korea, the head of the Blue Lotus Syndicate. Min-jae was known for being calm, brilliant, strategic, quiet, but deadly when necessary. He was supposed to inherit the syndicate, until a coup from within. His uncle, Choi Kong-min, led a rebellion, poisoned the father, burned their estate, ordered Min-jae's assassination, spread the rumor that Min-jae died with his father. Min-jae escaped. Barely. He ran through forests, through rain, through gunfire, until his body collapsed near a roadside. Someone called an ambulance. And now he sits in room 309. Silent, wounded, hunted. Naomi checks his wounds gently. He winces, but remains silent. Naomi said, You're hurt badly, but your vitals are improving. Still nothing. Naomi sighs. She pulls up a stool and sits quietly. I won't force you to talk, but I'll stay here until you fall asleep. Min-jae's eyes widen slightly. He stares at her, confused, because no one stays. Not for him. Not for a man with blood on his hands. Later that night, Naomi sees him shivering. She gently places an extra blanket over him. His fingers twitch slightly, surprised by the warmth. He whispers something for the first time. Why? Naomi smiles softly. Naomi replied, Because everyone deserves kindness. Min-jae turns his face to the wall, but under the blanket, his hand trembles. For the first time in days, he sleeps peacefully. The next evening, Naomi overhears two doctors whispering. Doctor 1. That man in 309, he's dangerous. Doctor 2. Police said he might be linked to criminal groups. Doctor 1. We should inform security. Naomi freezes. She looks into room 309. Min-jae sits quietly, staring at his bandaged hands. He looks broken, lost, human, not dangerous. When she enters the room, Min-jae asks softly, Min-jae, you heard them, didn't you? Naomi nods. He looks down. Min-jae, if you're afraid, you should leave. But she doesn't. She instead pulls up the stool again. Naomi, fear and judgment aren't the same. I don't judge you. His eyes soften for the first time. On the third night, Naomi finds Min-jae staring out the window, fists clenched. She sits beside him. Silence fills the air. Finally, he speaks. Min-jae, I wasn't always like this. He tells her fragments. How he grew up with expectations. How he learned to wield power. How loyalty turned into betrayal. How his uncle killed his father. How he escaped the flames. How he doesn't know if he's still the heir, or a ghost pretending to still exist. Naomi listens without interrupting. When he finishes, he whispers, Do you think I'm a monster? Naomi gently shakes her head and said, I think you're someone who survived. Min-jae's breath shakes, as if holding back years of buried pain. He closes his eyes. At 2 a.m., alarms ring through the hospital. Naomi runs to the hallway. Two men in black suits push past security. They head straight for room 309. Naomi's heart stops. She bursts into the room. Naomi, whispering harshly, Min-jae, get up. We need to go. His eyes sharpen instantly. He grabs his coat, ignoring the pain from his wounds. As they escape through the stairwell, footsteps echo behind them. Two assassins appear. Min-jae pulls Naomi behind him. Even injured, he moves like water, striking silently. A stab of a pen. A twist of the wrist. A shoulder slam. A disabling kick. Both men fall. Breathing heavily, Naomi realizes. Her silent patient is far more dangerous than she imagined, but also far more protective. Min-jae lifts her chin. His voice gentle despite the chaos. Min-jae, you shouldn't have come back for me. Naomi, you shouldn't have fought alone. They escape into the cold night. Naomi takes him to her small apartment. It's humble. A tiny kitchen. A pull-out couch. A small balcony. Plants on every shelf, tended lovingly. Min-jae sits awkwardly on the couch. He has never been in a home so peaceful. Naomi tends to his wounds again. He watches her hands move with care. Min-jae, you risked your life for me. Naomi, you were my patient. And now, you're my friend. The word friend stuns him. No one has called him that in years. He whispers, Min-jae, I don't deserve friends. Naomi gently places her hand on his. Naomi, everyone deserves someone. For the first time, he lets someone touch him without flinching. Min-jae receives news that loyal members of the Blue Lotus Syndicate are alive. They come to Naomi's apartment secretly. They kneel. Soldier, Heir, you are alive. We've been waiting for your return. Naomi looks at him in shock. Heir. Min-jae stands slowly. His eyes no longer look lost. They look like those of a man reclaiming his destiny. Min-jae, I will return, but I won't walk alone. He looks at Naomi quietly, gratefully, deeply. Min-jae, you gave me back my strength. Min-jae confronts his uncle in an abandoned warehouse. The traitor smirks. Uncle, so the boy survived. Min-jae steps forward. Min-jae, no, a man survived. Their fight is brutal. A clash of family, power, blood, destiny. Min-jae eventually overpowers him. He kneels beside the fallen traitor. Min-jae, this ends with you. His uncle spits blood. Uncle, you don't have the heart to kill me. Min-jae steps back. Min-jae, you're right. I'm not like you. He walks away. His men finish the job. Min-jae returns to Naomi. He stands in her small apartment doorway, no longer a silent patient, but a healed man. Min-jae, you saved me when no one else cared. If you allow it, I'd like to stay. Not because I need protection, but because I finally found peace. Naomi smiles softly. Naomi, then stay. He steps inside, closing the door behind him. She healed his wounds. He healed her loneliness. And together, they learned that even the coldest hearts can be warmed by kindness.